This presentation of Nova Southeastern University Sharks Athletics on the SSC Digital Network is brought to you by the Courtyard Marriotts, Valley Bank, Herff Jones, and Northwestern Mutual. For the first time this season, the Nova Southeastern Sharks women's soccer squad is here at the brandly newly renovated NSU Soccer Stadium, making the move across campus. It's been a long wait, with the Sharks playing their first portion of their home slates on the other side of campus, but we're ready for an SSC clash between these two rivals, the Nova Southeastern Sharks and the Tampa Spartans. Sharks coming in with a record of 3-3-2, Tampa a record of 4-1-4. Without any further ado, let's get into tonight's matchup presented by the Courtyard Marriott and our Blaze Pizza player profile, which is Emily Schroner for Nova Southeastern, and a stellar goalkeeper. Schroner, in her first season starting, has been lights out. 36 saves, is third in the SSC. She has played every minute of the season. We'll step aside and be back with starting lineups just about 5 minutes away from beginning a new era at NSU Soccer Stadium for the women's soccer squad. Sharks and Spartans coming up after this. Welcome back to the SSC Digital Network. Zach Letson, happy to be with you on the campus of Nova Southeastern University, where tonight the Sharks women's soccer team will play at a newly renovated NSU Soccer Stadium for the first time. Without further ado, let's get into tonight's starting lineups presented by Culver's. First, for the visiting University of Tampa Spartans, 4 wins, just 1 loss, and 4 draws on the year. They have been ranked inside the top 10 on multiple occasions, and they'll bring out this starting lineup. In goal, no surprise, it's Aiden Smith. She's been one of the best goalkeepers all season in the SSC. Sophia Libman, Zoe Winnan, Sophia Carlome at defense. At forward, it's Brooke Kittner, Sydney Dennis, Nellie Brinius, as well as Kate Russell, Allie Wold, Ella Armis, and Nolan Holschauer. Now let's take a look at the starters for the Nova Southeastern Sharks. Emily Schroeder has been in goal every minute of every match for Nova Southeastern, who is yet to drop a match in conference play. 3 wins, 3 losses, and 2 draws overall. 2-0-2 in conference play. In front of Emily Schroeder, it'll be the veteran Izzy Martinez making her 52nd start in a Shark uniform. Saga Bjorling, Maya Isaacson, Eleni Mella, Maria Janssen, Alexa Berzecki tied for the team lead with 3 goals. Sophia Suarez, Tobias Shunt, Isabel Davis, and Genesis Hernandez. We're set for soccer between these two SSC foes. Sharks 1-0 winners over the Spartans last year up the road in Tampa. Both teams coming off of back-to-back draws. The Sharks in comeback fashion in each of their last 2 matches, scoring an equalizing goal. In their last match, it was in the last minutes to secure a draw with Florida Tech, thanks to Tobias Shunt, and we're underway from Davie. Sharks win the early advantage. NSU on a 4-match unbeaten streak after a tough start, 0-3-1. But they've certainly settled into the season, replacing a lot from a year ago, and a team that on one of the more memorable seasons in recent memory, getting to the South Regional semifinals. Tampa trying to reach its first NCAA tournament since 2015, and the way the season has started for them, they've got their hopes high and sights set on achieving just that. Whistle blows, and this will be Shark advantage. So back-to-back draws for the Sharks. 3 straight draws for Tampa. 2 teams with similar outlooks and similar resumes this season. Neither has scored amounts towards the top of the league, but both have been stellar defensively. We talked about Emily Schroeder off the top. She's in goal tonight for Nova Southeastern. Our Blaze Pizza player profile. These have been statistically 2 of the best, 2 of the top 3 goalkeepers in the Sunshine State Conference going head-to-head. Here's a pass that's intercepted by Allie Wold. Has got the advantage and plays it to her left. First shot of the game and a diving save. Schroeder ball caroming around and now back out. And Tampa will remain in control. Shot from distance and a diving stop by Schroeder, who had to go to work a couple of times during that Tampa surge. And the first corner kick of the night belongs to the Spartans. Kate Russell had the shot for Tampa on the left side of the penalty box. Opting to go the short route on the corner. Chance from outside is roped to the left of goal. 2 early shots, 1 on target for Tampa, but they come up empty-handed. Schroeder has been busy for NSU. She's made 11 saves in just the last 2 matches for the Sharks. Tapia Schutt's goal with 27 seconds left in Melbourne secured a tie for the Sharks. And that was a big tie to get, coming against a top 20 Florida Tech team that came into Nova Southeastern and beat the Sharks on September the 21st. Neither one of these teams playing a shortage of stellar, strong competition, both in conference and out. A throw-in coming here for NSU. Sharks 1-0 victors in Tampa last year thanks to Sofia Suarez, who's been one of the biggest offensive threats for Nova Southeastern this season, to the surprise of just about no one. Won an SSC Player of the Week earlier in the year as well. Nimella with her eyes up the field and plays it forward. That pass intercepted by Tampa. Strong defense by the Shark veteran, and she plays it to Isaacson after recording the steal. Schroeder had to hustle to come up and play it. Suarez in a battle by midfield. Played 5 minutes so far here in Davie. 2 opportunities for the Spartans. The ball has mainly stayed in the final third for Tampa. Tapia Schutt was aggressively challenged and slow to get up. Now finally able to do so. Cross-field pass handled by Libman. But the Sharks will take care of that. Mella with lots of space in front. Looking for the freshman Berzecki. She calms it down, and it was well played on the back line by Tampa. Alexa Berzecki, certainly a name to watch. 3 goals this season, including the Sharks' first of the year. Good ball to the edge. Schutt will cross it in, and it's handled by the far post by Smith. Best work by the Nova Southeastern offense here early. But there wasn't an opportunity off the centering free to cross the face of goal, and the first time that we've seen Aiden Smith go to work for Tampa. 2-time transfer who did not play at Arkansas or Florida Gulf Coast despite being at both schools. And the Spartans are just tough to score against. They have allowed the lowest amount of goals in the SSC, just 7. Sharks have allowed just 8. So the best versus the best tonight. Long ball ahead from Suarez. But nobody home for it. Dangerous ball ahead. Is she onside? Yes. First chance at goal, and a great stop by Schroeder. Rebound attempt is hit wide to the right. What a great look for Nelly Brinius. Emily Schroeder with a big save for the Sharks. It was one-on-one with the goalie. She came off her line towards the edge of the box and kept us scoreless at 0-0. What a play by Schroeder. It's plays like that that have been some of the most pivotal moments in the Nova Southeastern season. Her first season in goal for the Sharks, already looking like a seasoned veteran. Junior out of Denmark, Sharks have had their fair share of tremendous goalie play. With Stephanie Rosa last year, who was at the top of all the statistics in the Sunshine State Conference. And this year, Emily Schroeder doing her best to try to fill those shoes. Sharks applying some pressure towards that final third to be a shut with the defense. Nelly Brinius had the chance there for Tampa. Here come the Sharks in towards the penalty box. An aggressive challenge on the edge of the penalty box. Referees say play on. That was Maria Janssen who went down, but no penalty kick was given. Tampa's attempt on the counter is halted by NSU. First signs of life from this NSU offense coming in these last couple of minutes. But a grade A scoring chance wasted by the Spartans. A whistle to stop play, and that for the hobbled Janssen, who was taken down in the penalty box, and now Sharks trainer will come out. Concerning sign. What was a great run and great effort by Maria Janssen. Both teams will head to their bench for a break, and we'll step aside. Almost 10 minutes played here, scoreless from Dave.
Do you think you know the quarterdeck? Take another look. Quarterdeck. Come for the food, stay for the fun.
Maria Janssen being helped off of the pitch, and Nova Southeastern makes a substitution in her place. It's the sophomore Haley Metric that replaces Janssen. We certainly are hoping for the best for Maria. Transfer out of the University of Alabama, Huntsville, and a native of Rio de Janeiro, sophomore in this Shark program. Tampa's threat was halted right there, and the Sharks trying to counter. Suarez with a driving run, and that stopped. Through ball ahead is cut off. It's Isabel Davis on the Sharks' back line. Alexa Berzecki. Oh, she went right by one defender. But her lane cut off and halted. Nice job by Sofia Carlo, senior defender. A very transfer-heavy group that Erin Switalski has brought in her 10th season. Most of the top players on the Spartan squad came from the transfer ranks. A team that's been towards the middle of the pack in the last few years, 5-5-6 last year. But one thing that this team does have in common to last year's team is both Spartan squads have gotten off to excellent starts. And this team reached as high as number 6 in the nation before cooling off a little bit. Sharks will have a throw-in. On a perfect night for soccer in the 954, Davie, Florida. Weather forecast for tonight brought to you by Davies Auto Spa. 79 degrees. We got some clouds in the sky, but it's really perfect weather for soccer. Mella pierces it ahead. He's looking for a Shark on a long run, but it's taken instead by Smith. Hernandez tried tracking it down. Sharks still looking for their first shot. Sofia Suarez with the speed. Suarez ahead to an open Alexa Berzecki. Berzecki teeing it up, cutting back inside. Hernandez on the edge of the box. Still a chance yet. And the cross in was not hit hard enough, and here come the Spartans on the counter. Lots of room to run for Brinius, who has the best chance of this match, which was saved by Schroeder. But great defense on the edge of the box by Nova Southeastern. Her path was just cut off by Davis on the edge. Spartans attacking from the left side, and they'll have a throw-in. Long throw-in finds its way all the way to Emily Schroeder. 8-18 save percentage. These two teams and two goalies have very similar stat profiles. Only one save apart, and Schroeder's actually got one more now. She made a critical save to keep this at 0-0, stopping Brinius, who was out in the open. Eleni Mella looking for a long ball ahead. Has it. Can Nova Southeastern get to it? They can. But off the first touch, it just softly rolled its way to Smith. What a great ball by Eleni Mella. But as it got towards the box, it took a bounce and a first touch that went Tampa's way. Spartans will make their first substitution. Callie Nobles comes onto the pitch for Tampa. Sophia Libman, the senior, comes off the pitch. Mella towards the middle. This is Isaacson. Back out towards the edge. Here come the Sharks. Quick touch passing has opened up a lane for Shutt, and that lane gets cut off. Shutt in a battle by the end line. It wasn't onside in the process. So a goal kick here for Smith. Senior out of Mokelia, Florida. All-state MVP. Canterbury High School. Back in her home state after transferring a couple of times. And began this season on an absolute roll for Tampa with 4 straight clean sheets. Big reason why the Spartans were a top 25 team for as long as they were. Spinning around at a defender and getting free, Hernandez. Still in control, out for Suarez. Sharks need a ball towards the face of goal. They get it, and a shot towards net is just wide right. Best look for the Sharks tonight, and their first shot coming from Alexa Berzecki across the face of goal, and it just missed the far post. Nova Southeastern 3-0 this season. 3-0-0 in games where Alexa Berzecki has scored. Tied for the team lead in goals with 3. And the Spartans get called for an infraction as they approach a counter chance. And we approach 20 minutes played here in Davie. First ever match for Nova Southeastern women's soccer at the newly renovated NSU Soccer Stadium. It was a 1.5-year renovation project that went on over the course of last season. This year it forced women's soccer to play on the other side of campus, but a lot of excitement and very impressive new structure here in Davie. Will also play host and also plays host to Fort Lauderdale United. Sharks in control via Shutt on the far side. Sharks leading goal scorer from a year ago. And Schroeder will get ahead of this. Tampa with the shot advantage early. 4 shots to 1. NSU trying to win its 3rd straight here at home. Went off a hip of a Shark. And Hernandez is on the outer edge of the box. But the Southeastern will have a throw in here. 4-2 win over Lynn. It was a 3-0 lead at the half when Suarez had 2 goals. And NSU's last game at home was a 2-0 win over St. Leo. Ball lofted ahead. Nobody home but Schroeder. Ella threads it through. Looking for a shot up the field. She gets to it. No path for Davis. The advantage to Nova Southeastern. Suarez just left a defender in the dust. Suarez on the edge of the box and towards goal before rolling out. Not a bad idea at all. And Berzecki was there waiting for it. If it landed down towards her, but it instead went out. That kept Aiden Smith on her toes. Here comes Tampa on the counter. A lot of green grass in front, and a shot takes a deflection and just wide of the near post. Schroeder getting her mitts on it. Forcing a corner kick. Sydney Dennis was in all alone. The second time a Spartan has been in a one-on-one situation against Emily Schroeder, and the Shark goalkeeper has come up clutch both times. Second corner kick of this match. Both belong to the Spartans. Here it comes. Spartans first one to it, and it's in the back of the net for a Tampa lead. The Spartans strike first in South Florida. By the far post, Brooke Kittner for Tampa. Piercing the back of the net with a header that found its way through the scrum and through a crowded area. And Brooke Kittner gets her third goal of the year. A transfer from Coastal Carolina, who has now scored in back-to-back matches for Tampa. Spartans in front 1-0 here in Davie. Spartans will go to the bench before this is played. Lindsay Emerson onto the pitch. And Brooke Kittner, the goal scorer, will come off. Catch a breather. Get some water on the bench. Her header has put Tampa up 1-0 on Nova Southeastern. That goal coming in the 23rd minute, right at the halfway mark of this first half. Third shot on target. Schroeder did all she could for NSU, but it was a perfectly placed header just inside the far post. Not unfamiliar territory. The Sharks have come back in their last two matches to earn ties at Barry and at Florida Tech. Here's a ball in from Berzecki, but nobody home for it for Nova Southeastern. Sydney Dennis coming so close for Tampa, but earning the corner because Schroeder had to make a stop on it before it went out, and that corner ended up being costly. Ball played ahead. May come down for Spartan, and it does. Brinius towards the middle, across the face of goal before the Sharks try to whip it out of trouble, but they can't quite do it. On the edge of the box, Izzy Martinez trying to calm it down, and the Sharks will just regroup as Tampa will throw this in. Anius. Oh, it's just rolling around in a dangerous area before it's wedged out of danger. And Nova Southeastern will throw this in. Brooke Kittner's goal off the assist from Dennis. The difference early. Wold cutting off the path, takes the deflection and wears it off her chest. Wold across the face of goal, and it was a job well done by Bjorling to get a piece of it and prevent a wide open shot. Long run by Saga Bjorling. Cross attempt deflected and calming down for Hernandez. Hernandez around one defender, takes a collision. A lot of physical play on the edge of the box before Tampa whips it in the other direction. And they will flip the field here as Davis just cleared it out of harm's way. Ball bouncing in before Davis sends it back out of play. Lyris in for the Sharks, placing Davis. Second Shark substitution tonight. So we've crossed the halfway point in this first half. 1-0 U Tampa over NSU. Centering feed in is controlled well by Niemela. Towards the edge of the box. A dangerous hop, and it's taken by Schroeder. Taking command of that play before Dennis had an opportunity at it. Pass is intercepted in the final third. A mistake by Nova Southeastern. On the edge of the box. Spartans looking for a cross in, and instead they earn their third corner. Second one turned out to be the biggest moment tonight. And the Dennis corner turned into a Brooke Kittner goal in the 23rd minute. First corner taken from the left side tonight. Rather, the second. Here it comes. It's punched away by Schroeder. A foot race for it is won by U Tampa. Bench shouting to get another one, and that's exactly what U Tampa does. Dennis will take it again. Why not? Handled by Nova Southeastern initially. Shot from outside. May have taken a deflection, and it did off of a Shark. It'll be a third corner here in this short stretch, keeping Nova Southeastern on its toes. And it has stayed on this side of the pitch for such a large chunk of this first half. Possession, advantages, time spent, all favoring Tampa in addition to the score. This is a short ball in, and not too strong of a corner kick was handled by Nimela. Sharks trying to get out in space, but Metric's path is halted. Ball caroming around. Sharks do settle it down. Suarez has a lot of green grass in front. Sofia Suarez ahead looking for Hernandez. Hernandez gets to it. And two Spartans just cut it off. In towards the box. Metric lofts it wide. And just got too far underneath it. Tampa hasn't beaten Nova Southeastern since the 2018 season. That was 5 meetings ago. Trying to right some of those wrongs tonight. Of course, the Sharks have seen some incredibly memorable results in the last handful of years. Including a 12-win season last year and a trip to the last 16. Brzecki did well defensively. The forward showing some defense. Fort Myers, Florida native, plays it ahead. Threaded through. Suarez eludes one defender, but passes it behind Brzecki. Emma Selden replaces Haley Metric for Nova Southeastern. Wrestle for it right by the sideline. It's won by Tampa. The Southeastern in search for opportunities and in search to challenge Aiden Smith, one of the top goalkeepers. And got dangerous there for a second for Emily Schroeder. But one of the top goalkeepers in Smith in this conference has not been tasked to make a save yet. In the first 30 minutes plus, she has made 37 saves this season in the first 9 matches of the year. Tampa making a change up front with Tally O'Leary coming in for Nelly Brenius. O'Leary had one of the most, maybe the most memorable moment this season for Tampa with a goal in the last seconds of one of the Spartans matches. Their 1-0 win against Alabama Huntsville back on September the 11th. Spartans lead at 1-0 tonight. The advantage gained in the 23rd minute. Thanks to the junior from St. Louis, Missouri, Brooke Kittner, who came through with a header off of a corner kick and has scored 2 goals in the last 2 matches, both off corners. Schutt's cross attempt cut off well by Tampa, who now try to get out in space. Tough to get by Izzy Martinez, but the Spartans do at the moment. Shot towards goal and a diving save on a shot from outside the box. And a long run that was. That was O'Leary, who just checked into the game, and she's got the fresh legs for Tampa. Challenging Schroeder, who had to make a lunging stop. Ball played ahead. Here come the Sharks with some downhill momentum across the face to goal. It's handled by the Spartans. Sharks in possession, and the shot from Isaacson was just blocked away immediately. Tampa showing its impressive defense tonight. To do this against a dangerous Shark offense, but a little too aggressive of a challenge from Whitten. It looked like her cleat got up close to the shins of Sofia Suarez, which will result in the game's first free kick. Suarez will tee it up. First chance for the Sharks off the set piece. Suarez whips it in. It's headed towards goal and rolling wide. Sharks did get to it first, but nobody in command enough of that possession to really challenge Aiden Smith. All played ahead and the foot race is on. Wold gets to it. Allie Wold finds her teammate. That's O'Brien. Sharks trying to prevent a corner, but that's exactly what it'll be. The 6th corner of the first half for Tampa. Dennis takes it once again. Into a dangerous area. Ball rolling around. The Sharks made a stop, but now it's in the net. It's in. And it's 2-0 Spartans. It kept bouncing around. And Tampa was in the right place at the right time to double its lead. Less than 10 minutes before halftime, and an enormous second goal for the Spartans. Substitution, Lindsay Emerson gets credit for the goal as play will be stopped momentarily with Sharks goalkeeper Emily Schroeder down on the pitch. It was chaotic. There was pushing and shoving. There was physicality. The Sharks stopped a couple of opportunities before Tampa just kept knocking on the door and finding the answer for its second goal. NSU Athletics has rolled out a new brand campaign, hashtag Shark County, to bring together not only the NSU campus and students, but all of Broward County. Hashtag Shark County will be represented through the overall Sharks brand, as well as marketing, ticketing collateral, and all home live streams, just like this one. Good news for the Sharks is that Schroner's all right, but Tampa's got plenty of good news in this first half. 8 shots, 5 of them on target, 2 goals for the visitors, as they try to snap a skid against Nova Southeastern. Off to the start that they were looking for. It is the first time in 5 matches that Tampa has scored 2 goals in a match. And we still got over 45 minutes left. That second goal from Emerson, recorded in the 38th minute tonight. They've kept the pressure on, and both goals have come off corner kicks. Shutt finds it ahead to Selden. Sends a defender to the turf. Hernandez waiting for the right moment. Stops and starts. It's past Suarez. This is Alexa Berzecki. Martinez finds Shutt. Shutt with a good ball in, looking for Berzecki and just past her. Rolling out for a goal kick. That first shot on goal, first big challenge. Sharks coming really close to it, but it just keeps slipping through the fingertips. Sharks have not been prone to giving up multiple goals too often this season. Tampa's offense has been aggressive, been winning possession, and kept the pressure on. Looking for their first win since September 18th. Only 1 loss in that time frame, mind you. 1 loss and 3 straight draws. This is Selden with some open space in the middle. On the outside, Berzecki gets bumped by a defender, and that's another example of Tampa winning an edge battle. It was Wold for the Spartans that made it happen. Tampa goes to the bench, and the team's leading goal scorer, Mimi Cronquist, into the match for the goal scorer, Lindsay Emerson. Junior out of Sweden with 4 goals to her name. Tampa looking for 1 or 2 more chances in this half. Got about 3.5 left before the break here in Davie, Florida. NSU Soccer Stadium, newly renovated, and the first time that the Sharks have had the opportunity to play inside it. Sofia Suarez in the clear. shot, gets tripped up on the edge, and no foul, says the referee. She went flying into the air. Spartans have maintained their aggression defensively when the opportunities and momentum is ramped up for Nova Southeastern. They have not shied away and not been afraid. That's another reason why they've held the advantage in this match. Goal in the 23rd minute from Brooke Kittner opened the scoring. Lindsay Emerson added the second Tampa tally in the 38th minute. Shut centers it, and it's quickly knocked away. Settled down by Hernandez. Lots of defenders in the center of the field, working to Tampa's advantage, trying to break it out wide here. And a perfect ball ahead, splitting two defenders. Right in the seam. Opportunity in the box, and a diving stop by Schroeder. It was a great look for Tally O'Leary. Off an even better setup that leads to the 7th Tampa corner of this first half. Words of encouragement from the Spartan bench. Handled on the near post by Nimella. Those corners have been the most dangerous thing tonight. To be a shut with some open runway here. 4 Sharks ahead. This is a 4-on-1 for the time being. Berzecki with open field, and she misses just over the bar. Hasn't been a better look for NSU all night in the last 15 seconds of the first half. And Alexa Berzecki just barely hits it over the crossbar, bringing an end to this first half. Couldn't have drawn it up much better if you're the Tampa Spartans. Work to do for Nova Southeastern on its own pitch. Tampa 2, Nova Southeastern 0 at the halftime break here in Davie. We'll be back with more here at the break.
it comes to pizza, your way should be the only way. Customizable, craveable, artisanal pizzas, fast-fired, and made just for you is what we're all about at Blaze Pizza. Whether you're the classic pepperoni type or like to mix things up with 3 or 4 toppings, at Blaze, you can build your pizza exactly how you like it. Order down the line, choose your toppings, including sauces, cheeses, meats, and veggies, and we'll fire it up in less than 180 seconds. And also, get this, any toppings you want are all one price. Yes, really. Visit us online at blazepizza.com or download the Blaze Pizza app today.
Wherever you go, Hollywood Kia wants to get you there in a new Kia. Choose from our award-winning models, Sportage, EV6, Sorento, and Telluride. Each offers a movement that inspires. Only at Hollywood Kia, you'll save big with no dealer fee and 3 years maintenance included. That's why Hollywood Kia is #1. So come in, trade in, lease, or buy. We want to see ya in a Hollywood Kia.
Do you think you know the quarterdeck? Take another look. Quarterdeck. Come for the food, stay for the fun.
Valley's all about making life easier for clients, and that's why we're all about smiles too. So every day, we make it possible for home buyers to become homeowners, for folks chasing their dreams to become entrepreneurs, for parents to plan today for their children's tomorrow, and for communities to get better every day. You see, when we know we've put a smile on a customer's face, well, that puts one on ours too.
What we do isn't just financial planning. We're developing a long-term relationship.
It's an international space where everyone is welcome.
We really resemble the community. I've been able to build a very successful practice, one that I couldn't have done alone.
Training that we have as financial advisors, it's unheard of.
This career, it does allow for an amazing work-life balance.
This ended up being the most rewarding thing that I could possibly imagine doing professionally.
If the world was like the South Florida Group, it would be a better place.
Courtyard Marriott in Plantation is the preferred hotel of NSU Athletics and is located just 3 miles from campus. Visit plantationcourtyard.com and enter promo code NVU for a special athletics department rate. Make sure to tell them you're a Shark fan to receive Shark discounts and free shuttle service to NSU. Sharks Athletics extends a thank you to Northwestern Mutual, dedicated to helping you secure your financial future and live life to the fullest. Plan for tomorrow, live for today. Blaze Pizza is a proud sponsor of NSU Athletics, serving freshly prepared custom pizzas with over 40 toppings on made-from-scratch dough for one low price. Sign up for the Blaze app and rewards program to earn free pizzas, desserts, and drinks. Shark cards are accepted. Visit Blaze Pizza on University, just south of 595. Looking for a slice of summer? Playa Bowls uses fresh ingredients, serving healthy and delicious acai, pitaya, and coconut bowls, along with smoothies, juices, and a specialty coffee line. Playa Bowls is located at 2471 South University Drive. Show your Shark card for a special discount. Fresh Kitchen believes in fresh, high-quality ingredients to nourish and energize your body. Create your own custom bowls and enjoy fresh, daily pressed juices, teas, and juice frescas. Fresh Kitchen is located at 2852 South University Drive. And fuel your game day with Steak and Shake. Stop by Steak and Shake at 5790 South University Drive for classic American favorites, juicy burgers, hand-dipped milkshakes, and more. Your score at the half from NSU Soccer Stadium: Tampa 2, Nova Southeastern 0, and the Spartans controlling many of the statistics. Shots are 9-3, 5 shots on goal to none. One stat certainly worth mentioning is that corners are 7-0 in favor of the Spartans, and the corner kicks have been where Tampa has scored both of its goals tonight and where they scored in their last game against Embry-Riddle. That has been as pivotal a factor as any. Emily Schroeder made 2 critical saves for Nova Southeastern. Otherwise, the scoreline could be more out of hand from what it is. So a lot of credit goes to the Sharks netminder, who made 2 saves out in the open in one-on-one matchups. But Tampa's offense has been persistent, and the Sharks in search for answers and in search to challenge Aiden Smith. There haven't been any Sharks shots on target through 45 minutes. Second 45 coming up shortly. Tampa 2, Nova Southeastern 0. We'll be back with the second half shortly on the SSC Digital Network.
Let's go get some money. They playing. Stop playing. I'm tired of buying jewelry, finna buy some land. They still trying to figure out who I am, who I be. Let's go. 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 Let's go.
When it comes to pizza, your way should be the only way. Customizable, craveable, artisanal pizzas, fast-fired, and made just for you is what we're all about at Blaze Pizza. Whether you're the classic pepperoni type or like to mix things up with 3 or 4 toppings, at Blaze, you can build your pizza exactly how you like it. Order down the line, choose your toppings, including sauces, cheeses, meats, and veggies, and we'll fire it up in less than 180 seconds. And also, get this, any toppings you want are all one price. Yes, really. Visit us online at blazepizza.com or download the Blaze Pizza app today.
Wherever you go, Hollywood Kia wants to get you there in a new Kia. Choose from our award-winning models, Sportage, EV6, Sorento, and Telluride. Each offers a movement that inspires. Only at Hollywood Kia, you'll save big with no dealer fee. And 3 years maintenance included. That's why Hollywood Kia is #1. So come in, trade in, lease, or buy. We want to see ya in a Hollywood Kia.
Do you think you know the quarterdeck? Take another look. Quarterdeck. Come for the food, stay for the fun.
Valley's all about making life easier for clients, and that's why we're all about smiles too. So every day, we make it possible for home buyers to become home owners, for folks chasing their dreams to become entrepreneurs, for parents to plan today for their children's tomorrow, and for communities to get better every day. You see, when we know we've put a smile on a customer's face, well, that puts one on ours too.
What we do isn't just financial planning. We're developing a long-term relationship.
It's an international space where everyone is welcome.
We really resemble the community. I've been able to build a very successful practice, one that I couldn't have done alone.
Training that we have as financial advisors, it's unheard of.
This career, it does allow for an amazing work-life balance.
This ended up being the most rewarding thing that I could possibly imagine doing professionally.
If the world was like the South Florida Group, it would be a better place.
This presentation of Nova Southeastern University Sharks Athletics is brought to you by Spares Bowling, Pliables, Culver's, and Lime Fresh Mexican Grill. 45 minutes in the books, and a reminder of our sponsors, Huey Magoo's, Blaze Pizza, Quarterdeck, and Fresh Kitchen. A Wednesday night in Davie, it's been a nice night for soccer, 77 degrees, and it has treated the visitors well. First ever match for Amy Vaughn's team in the newly renovated, brand new NSU Soccer Stadium that has seen some construction over the last year and a half and is finally presented for some Sharks matches. And Tampa taking command in that first half, outshooting the Sharks 9-3, 5-0 in shots on goal. And a goal in the 23rd minute from Brooke Kittner got the scoring started. Lindsay Emerson got the second goal, which was a wild, chaotic goal where the ball bounced by the goal line about 3 different times before caroming its way in. And it resulted in a lot of physicality right by the net. Emily Schroeder was a little banged up after the goal went in. And Tampa has just been relentless from the get-go, trying to extend their unbeaten streak to 4 straight games, but they've tied in each of their last 3 matches. 4 wins, 1 draw, and 4 ties for Tampa. But all 4 of those wins came in the first 2.5 weeks of September. The Spartans started the year very strong. At 4-0-1, they moved all the way up to number 6 in the country after that, and are trying to get back on track. Nova Southeastern has owned this series, owned this series recently, despite the fact that the Spartans have owned it overall. Spartans haven't beaten the Sharks again since 2018, looking to change that tonight. And already you see the urgency from the Sharks, attacking from left to right in this second half. Nova Southeastern has won its last 2 matches here at home. They've yet to lose in conference play. A record of 2 wins, no losses, and 2 ties. It's too far for to be a shut. Sharks really want to get her going. At the forefront of so much of the Sharks offense, to be a shut is second team all conference last year and the grad student from Hamburg, Germany. 2 goals for Tabia this season, including showing some major heroics in Melbourne with a goal in the 90th minute to earn a draw against number 18 Florida Tech. Sharks will need some magic to come back tonight. They came back against Barrie to force a tie with a goal from Sofia Suarez. That was also a late one. It was a penalty kick in the 86th minute of that match. The Sharks had only given up 2 goals combined in their last 3 matches and gave up 2 in the first half tonight. Sharks continuing some of the pressure, and Nimella will have a throw-in. Ella, who's plays like an upperclassman despite the fact that she's a sophomore. Sharks pushing on the outside. Does the cross come in? It did, but it was too late from Berzecki, who worked it towards the end line, and it went out of bounds. Sharks still in search for that first shot on goal. Try to challenge Aiden Smith. Smith has allowed multiple goals once all year, and that was to Rollins, who is off and running on a wonderful start for the Tars in 2024. Top 20 ranking for them nationally right now. Other than that, it's been consistency in the back from Smith and her back line in front defensively. 4 of the 7 goals that Tampa has given up this season came in that match. They've pitched their fair share of clean sheets, shutouts, defensive slugfests, and looking to do the same here tonight. Especially now that the cushion is multiple goals. Spartans pick off the pass, and ill-advised decision by Kittner, who had some space in front, opted to play it back. Sharks will throw this in. Have a chance to push it forward. Nimella is trying to outlet it to Suarez. Tampa may have a run here. Here's the goal scorer, Kittner. Well done by Martinez. On top of it in a hurry for Nova Southeastern. Only one home match remains after this for the Sharks. That'll be senior night a week from tonight against Palm Beach Atlantic. Great ball in. Selden's path is cut off on an outstanding defensive play. Headed in, 2 Sharks in front of goal, and it stopped on Nova Southeastern's best chance. What a huge save. The first save tonight for Smith. It's still loose before it's cleared out. My goodness. 2 Sharks versus Aiden Smith. And somehow, Tampa kept Nova Southeastern off the scoreboard. It was initially Ali Wold that cut off the path of Emma Selden as the ball goes off the head of the referee. Luckily, with not too much pace or velocity behind it. The Southeastern coming out a more aggressive offensive attack here in the second half. In need of 2 goals to get a result tonight. At least 2 goals. They've got the weapons to do it. And the urgency is picked up. Shut back towards the middle. Saga Bjorling out wide. Sharks have done a lot of what the Spartans did in the first half. Cutting off lanes, controlling possession in the final third. And referee got in the way of that pass from Isaacson to Suarez. Izzy Martinez towards the box. It was played by a Shark, but not in an onside position. This time it's Tampa offside. Martinez, eyes up the field, was looking for Shutt. 2 passes for Shutt blocked off. Selden for Hernandez. Here's some space for Bjorling. Bjorling in the middle. Bjorling's path cut off. Well played defensively. Genesis Hernandez. Long ball in from Nimella is too far for it to be a Shutt. Throws her arms down. Mariella Dolan checks in for Nova Southeastern, in for Alexa Brzezicki. Tampa's chance to hunker down defensively. And the clock on their side. Played up the field, and Martinez was the last line and got to it. She'll play it back for her netminder, Emily Schroeder. 10 minutes played here in half number 2. Shark offense has shown signs of life, but Amy Vaughn's team in search of results here, down by multiple scores. Indy Morgan in for the Sharks, replacing Maya Isaacson. Sharks play it ahead, a race to keep it in, and Nova Southeastern does. In towards the box, Bjorling. Too far for Hernandez. Spartans win the race. Panthers, or Sharks will have a deep throw in here. Both men's programs for the Spartans and Sharks battling to a 1-1 draw in Tampa tonight. That result has gone final. Was a 6 o'clock start. So that's why it was an earlier finish. Here the Spartans and Aaron Switolski squad holding to a 2-0 commanding advantage. 2 first half goals. They haven't looked back since the 23rd minute tonight. They've held Nova Southeastern without a shot on goal so far. But there was a great look for Alexa Berzecki for Nova Southeastern in the last seconds of the first half. And then a couple more great looks the first couple minutes of this second half. Sharks entering through the box. And it is the first Nova Southeastern corner of the match. Some pressure that was applied by Genesis Hernandez forced Tampa to take this route. And Sofia Suarez will tee it up. Here it comes. Sharks are the first ones to it before it's cleared away. It was headed towards the grass and cleared out of danger. Shark tripped up, and that will allow them to keep the advantage. Cross comes in, and did it take a touch on its way out? Yes, it did. A strong ball in from Eleni Mella. And the mitts of Smith went out to try to knock it away. Second sharp corner of the last minute. Here it comes from Suarez. And reaching out with outstretched arms. Aiden Smith preventing there any chance for a Shark. And she's been on her game tonight. Hasn't been too busy at times, but ready when her number has been called. To be a shunt whips it forward. Spartans the first one to it. She was looking for Dolan and Hernandez. Tampa so sound defensively. And outside those 4 goals to Rollins. In their other 8 matches, they've given up 3 goals all year. Seeing that defensive prowess tonight. Martinez for Suarez. Suarez lost the handle on it. Slid to save possession. And shuts cross, knocked out for a third Shark corner kick of this half. No corners the first 45 minutes. That's quickly changed here early in the second half. One more try for Suarez, headed away by the Spartans. Into the box, and an opportunity finds goal. My goodness. Nova Southeastern is back in it. What a rip from the edge of the box for the Sharks. High fives for Mariella Dolan. And she found the back of the net with a brilliant finish. Sharks aren't dead yet. 2-1 in Davie. Perfect finish. The first recorded shot on target for Nova Southeastern tonight. It gives them a pulse here because we've still got 28 minutes to go. So now it's game on. Haley Metrick in a one-on-one battle. That was well played. Back out wide Shunt. Towards the middle. This will come down for Metrick. Haley Metrick rolls it right to the keeper. It was an easy stop for Smith. But the pressure building. And the Sharks with more and more downhill opportunities. Race is on. And cut off by Martinez. But look out. Excuse me, that was Zaliris, who bumped knees with Kittner. Can't feel great. Here come the Sharks again. This is a strong run by Suarez. Out wide. back towards goal and knocked away by the Spartans. Martinez applying pressure. Run here for Tampa. Played back and the shot is way over. Lindsey Emerson, the goal scorer, back in for Tampa. Ariella Dolman gets her first goal of her collegiate career. Freshman midfielder out of Leicester, England. Martinez with the ball ahead. Here's Suarez. Suarez for Metric. Haley Metric trying to get it past the keeper. Ball is loose in the air. And Shuck cut off the path, but was in an offside position. Sharks have had more chances in the first 20 minutes of this second half than they had in the first full 45. Now the task is to get another one. Playing for an equalizer. Offside flag is up, preventing what would have been a chance for Tampa. They haven't had many chances. Just one shot. It was not on target here in the first 20 minutes of half number 2. Zach Letson, happy to be with you on the SSC Digital Network for this SSC clash between Tampa and Nova Southeastern. Men's soccer squads from these two schools played to a draw tonight. Will the women's teams find the same results? Or can the Spartans hold on? What a play. High IQ play by Sofia Suarez. She lets it rip from deep and sends it just over the crossbar. She's convinced that that's like a touch, and it did on its way out. Heads up play by Sofia Suarez, who continues to impress. Miami Lakes native, second team all conference. Here it comes towards goal and headed out. Took a deflection off a Spartan out for another Shark corner kick. 5 corner kicks for the Sharks in the first 22 minutes here in half 2. And once again, no Shark waiting for it. Bjorling trying to win the race. She does. Looking for Bjorling over her head. And another corner kick. Suarez will take it again. The chances keep on coming. Sofia Suarez sends it through. It was a short corner that was knocked away by the Spartans. You shut the short route. Suarez bluffs on the cross. Now sends it through. Oh, a whiff will give a chance to Indy Morgan here. Looked like Tampa was going to have a beat on possession there. It's in front, and the Sharks had a great chance to equalize. Emma Selden at point-blank range outside the 6-yard box. And she had Smith beaten on the far near post, but missed it mere inches away from equalizing this match. And the pressure will continue. Sharks will have another throw-in. Genesis Hernandez returns for Emma Selden for NSU. Mela had the opportunity moments ago. Here comes you, Tampa. Haven't seen them in the final third much in the second half. And errant pass sent out. Sharks trailing by a goal. Set ahead looking for Suarez. Sharks can't keep it in by the edge. First career goal for Mariella Dolan. Got Nova Southeastern back in this match. A great finish from 17, 18 yards away. By the left corner of the box towards the right post in the 62nd minute. Sharks have been great defensively as well, but they've still got work to do. Wafted ahead by Carlone. Looking for a Spartan on the other side. Finds one. Dangerous chance. Going for another goal, and it's in. Julia Lozakowski has made it 3-1 Tampa. It was rolling across the face of goal, and Tampa adjusted. Lozakowski casually picked her spot. And that is a massive cushion insurance goal for the Tampa Spartans. Hadn't seen much all half offensively until that. That's a big statement to make. Tampa is the first team this season to score 3 on Nova Southeastern. Hernandez tries chipping it through, but wide left. In each of Nova Southeastern's 3 losses, they gave up only a combined 4 goals in the 3. Julia Lozakowski only playing in her 2nd game of the season. What a big impact to make. Threaded in into a dangerous area, and the Sharks trying to get one back. A big save. It went right into the chest of Aiden Smith, with Sofia Suarez lingering right there. Got a good boot on it, but hit it right into the wall. That has been Aiden Smith. Sharks trying to keep the pressure on and get back to within a goal. But Tampa wins the advantage there. A loud Tampa bench. Coach Vitalski just told her bench to calm down a little bit. Still got 18 minutes to go, but it's looking good right now for the Spartans. By the edge of the box. To be a shut out wide. Shut trying to go around the defender. Shut keeps it in, and the Sharks will throw it in here. Lear's trying to block off O'Brien and draws the foul. Sharks in desperate need to move quickly. Pass is picked off, and now Tampa trying to go on the counter, looking for a fourth goal. Lots of green grass in front and going right at Schroeder. Right into her chest. Able to secure it. Allie Wolds with the 12th shot, 7th on target for Tampa today. Shut with a nice run for the Sharks. It's cut off there, but she keeps going. Suarez lets it go. There is a Shark by. Nimella looking to operate fast. It was just past the right cleat of Suarez. Got a piece of it. Couldn't calm it down enough on that first touch. Alexa Berzecki back in for the Sharks. She comes in for the goal scorer, Mariella Dolan, and the Sharks looking for a goal-scoring spark here with Berzecki tied for the team lead with 3 goals. Getting the start tonight, her legs a little fresh. She's been sitting on the bench for a big portion of this second half. Sharks win possession back. This NSU team hasn't lost yet in conference play. It's bounced back great after a tough start to the year. Running into a strong Tampa squad that was ranked inside the top 10 earlier this season. Spartans in search for their first conference victory of 2024. Less than 12 minutes away from getting it. 1 loss, 3 ties for UTampa. 0-1-3 in SSC action. Suarez with an opening. Out wide to Shut. Back towards the middle, across the face of goal. And right in front of the net, and the Sharks just missed an open goal. Oh, it was right there for Alexa Brzezicki, who got the top inner portion of the crossbar. Tough one to swallow. Had the goalie beat, but it didn't matter there. Haley Metric. Throw in coming for the Sharks. Long cross in, punched away, it's loose, and then handled. In the midst of the chaos, it was wrapped up by Aiden Smith. Less than 10 minutes left tonight here at the newly renovated NSU Soccer Stadium, Davie, Florida, on the campus of Nova Southeastern University. And a run that is not onside for O'Brien. 3-1 Tampa. The Spartans answered the Shark goal in the 62nd minute by Dolan with the first career goal by the sophomore Julia Lezakowski. Lindsay Emerson, who picked up the second goal for UTampa, assisted on the third. On the edge of the box, a diving stop. Aiden Smith again. It was loose momentarily, but she got a palm on it before Metric got her boot on it. Suarez eludes one defender. Pass is just blocked away. Once again, UTampa's closed off those lanes so well tonight. Held the Sharks to just 3 shots on goal. Last year it was the Sharks that held the Spartans to just 1 shot on goal in a 1-0 win in Tampa. Maya Isaacson back onto the pitch for Indy Morgan for Nova Southeastern. Zubiate on the pitch for Tampa. Closing in on a marquee victory over Southeastern. Again, hasn't lost a game in conference play. Tampa hasn't won one yet. Both of those numbers less than 8 minutes from changing. Towards midfield. Hernandez trying to spin free. She does. She gets by one defender. And her shot was a good one, and it was saved. Bouncing out. Smith stopped it. But a corner kick upcoming, the 7th of the half for the Sharks. Here it comes. Cross comes in. Hernandez goes down. Advantage Sharks. In a dangerous area. This will be a free kick right on the edge of the box for Sofia Suarez. SSC Player of the Week back on September the 30th.
5 minutes remaining in the game.
7 Sharks wait in the box. Suarez sends it in. Headed down on a bounce and stopped by Smith. Right in her grasp. She was positioned well. As we're under 5 minutes to play at NSU Soccer Stadium. Rosswall gets pushed down. And so the Sharks will have another set piece. Suarez trying to spin free. Tampa just keeps closing off the lanes. Schroeder has to work quickly to get back to her line because here comes Tampa again. Emerson by the edge. Burning some time. Centers it towards the box. Spartans are in no rush to go anywhere with this. Are more interested in burning clock, which is on their side. Less than 4 minutes left. Fight for it by the end line. And a whistle and an offside called against Tampa. Hernandez with her hand up. She wants a pass forward. Here comes Stina Roswell. Rolled ahead, shut by the corner, keeps it in. Roswell crosses across the face of goal. Settles down. Hernandez is saved. Up in the air with some backspin on it. Open net. And it's stopped again by Tampa. That time it looked like the defense positioned themselves well. With Smith out of position, saving the first shot. And her teammates had her back and kept this 3-1. Despite a couple more fabulous chances for NSU. Isaacson with some room. Wasn't too much room on the pass. O'Brien just boots it into no man's land. As we approach around under 90 seconds. Emma Selden in for the Sharks. Saga Bjorling checks out. The Sharks bring in an extra forward. Isaacson eludes one. Shuck crosses. Sharks running out of time. Berzecki trying to work free. Hernandez settles it down, gets her chance, and a save. Diving stop by Smith. Getting a fist pump from her teammate. With 10 seconds left. One more corner for the Sharks. As time trickles down. And Tampa comes to Davie and takes down Nova Southeastern by a final of 3-1. 2 goals in the opening half for the Spartans. Goals from Brooke Kittner and Lindsay Emerson in the first half gave them an advantage that they would never relinquish. The Spartans never looked back. A goal in the second half from Julia Lazowski added a third tally for the Sharks. They saw the first career goal scored by Mariella Dolan, but just not enough to keep up with the Spartans tonight. Tampa 3, Nova Southeastern 1. One more home game coming up for Amy Vaughn's team. That'll be next Wednesday night on October 30th against Palm Beach Atlantic. For our entire crew here at Nova Southeastern University, Zach Letson signing off. Tampa 3, Nova Southeastern 1. One more home game coming up for the Sharks a week from today. But for now, we bid you good night.